expected in the same way. This WF roles is not a table, it is a view. Select star from WF local roles where 1 equal to 1 and name is equals to your ad hoc role name. So whatever the information you see in the WF roles, same you can see in the local roles also. And if you want to see the users which are attached, which are assigned to this particular role, the table is WF user roles. where role name is equals to this much. So see here, what are the users we are having? Clerk and operations. In the last video, if you remember, clerk and operations we have used. And here you need not to use here comma, you can use space also. The separator can be a space or comma. So with this, this video session is completed. In the next video, we will work on some APIs which are exist in WF directory. So far, we have seen only 2 procedures in this particular workflow. In this particular workflow, we are having around about 20 procedures and functions are there. So among which some of them will be discussed in the next session. Thanks for watching. Please watch next video. Hi friends, in this video session, we will work on some of the WF directory procedures and functions. There are many procedures and functions provided by the Oracle in this particular package, and we are going to explain these 5, among which this is already completed. Now we will work on add user to ad hoc role. We have already covered this one, but we will see some of the functionalities of this particular procedure. The add user to ad hoc role, that means here when you go to this particular WF roles, you can see your role name, right? And when you go to WF user roles, you will see what are the users associated with this particular role. Now I want to add one more user to this particular existing role. Then in that case, what is the API we need to use? That is WF directly add user to the ad hoc role. So let me show you with the example. So begin and WF directory is a API, is a package where you can find the number of procedures, where you can see add users to ad hoc role. This is your procedure which you need to check. This is a procedure which you need to use. Now we need to pass how many parameters? Role name and role users. Here to the role users, you need to give what are the new users you want to add to this particular role. So here, if you give the existing users, it will throw error. And if you give the new user names, then only it will add a user to the existing role name. What is your existing role name? This is your existing role name. XX, you give first parameter as your role name. To which role you want to add new user, that name you need to give here with this symbol. Now role users. Already how many users you are having? Crown, CB Brown, Cbrown and operations. Now I want to add a new user. You can take any users, for this is for just demonstration. FND user. Here I want to take this particular person. See here. Currently, how many users are there here? 2 users. Let us try to execute this particular one and see this is that the table is affected or not. So invalid username. So use a valid username, T green. Why invalid? I'll tell you. So now see how many users earlier we have 2. Now see 3. Now in the case in some other cases you will get a chance to add more than one user. In that case, how can you add? I want to add these users, 2 users. So first user, this is a second user. Second user will be separated by comma, or you can have here instead of having the space, instead of having the comma, you can have space also. Anything you can use. The separator can be a rule, can be a space or comma. That's why earlier we got the error that particular user having a space in between the in between the name. That's why it is gone into error. That is, user is not valid. So the user must not have any spaces. A valid user must not have any spaces. So here we are separating with space. Let us see how many users are there. Before executing it, how many users are there? 3 users. Go to this tab and run it. Now let us see. Go to this tab and run this particular tab. How many users are there? 5 users are there. So in this way, we can work on add users to Oracle. If you execute again, already services and corporate both are existing, right? Both are existing. If you execute again, see what it is saying. The user or role relationship for user services and role XXMRA hold release already exist. That means these two particular users are already associated with this particular role name. So we need to check this particular one every time. We need to handle this in the program, in the PL SQL program. If it is a new user only, you need to use this particular, you need to execute this particular API. Otherwise, you should not. Now I got a situation. First copy this one to a new tab. Go to language, SQL. Now so this particular API is used for adding the new users to the existing Adobe role. Now we will see the next API is, go to this one, remove user. I have got a chance to remove this particular. I get a situation where I need to remove the some of the users from the role. So in that case, what is the API I need to use is remove See, there is an API called remove user from the Oracle. It is also similar to your workflow directly add users only. This is a procedure which is there in the API. Now we need to write a code here. How can I write here? Just writing the here add your WF workflow directly, WF directory dot remove users from the Adobe role. Here the role name is same as your how we have passed to this particular API. Here also we will pass in the same way. Next, how we have applied usernames. Here also we can apply usernames. Here the separator can be a comma, it can be a space. Here we would like to remove this. So now I would like to comment this particular one because it is not required for this demonstration. Now execute this. Here how many users are there now? As of now, totally 5. Now I am deleting 2 users. Let us see what happens. WF user 3 users. If I want to delete one more user, what should I do here? Change your user role. That's it. Now see, there are 2 users. So in this way we can work on WF directly remove users from Adobe role also. This is the second API. Now we will see other API called get role users. Means I have got a situation to get users who are there in that particular what you call user role. Then what I should do is I should use WF directory dot I need to use get role users. Let us see the input parameters, out parameters of this particular procedure. This is very important. Sometimes you need to work on the users to restrict the notification to perform any action if any of the person who reacts in this particular role. So first one is role we need to give. What is a role? This is a role. So first one I have given the role. Now second one is here. Second one is out parameter. Out parameter means you need to place here one variable XX users or L underscore users. But here this user must be of this particular type. Otherwise, because it is a table type, it is an index by table type. That's why I'm defining a variable called declare like this. This L user type, L users must be having this data type. Otherwise it can't hold number of users, because this particular get role users will return a list of the users. Means more than one record will be returned. So for that reason we are going to use a bulk collection variable. So now so this particular variable holds what number of users existing this particular role. Now I would like to print it. How can I access the values in the L users as it is a table type. For I in for I in dot L underscore users dot count. That means what it will do, from the first index onwards to last index, it will repeat. Here L underscore, you can write in many ways. Here first last also you can use. You can use last also. Here L underscore user